What up, family? What up, everybody? It's me, M Black Speaks, also known as Mr. Marcus Black, your friendly neighborhood host, and you are listening to and now watching the Vitalize podcast. Oh, snap. I cannot believe this. It's been a long time coming, man. Yo, but first, how you doing, man? If you're watching this, will you do me a favor and drop a comment below and let me know where you watching from? Because I'm going to respond to you. I want to connect with you and I want to say hello. And I want to personally thank you for tapping in with your boy and rocking with the Vitalize podcast. Listen, if you're an OG listener of the Vitalize podcast and you are listening to this on Apple, all the places, Spotify, wherever you take in your content, can I just say thank you? Thank you for riding with your boy for years, man. This is season 5. Yeah, I said it's season 5. And when I think about that in itself, it's overwhelming, in the best way. And I know, like, I'm going to be real. You know how we do mask off. Ain't no need to wear no mask. We keep it real in this community. And I know that season 3 and 4 were not the most consistent. There was a lot of things happening in my life, and we're going to talk about all of it because that's what we do. So if honesty is your thing, real talk, mask off, straight up, just giving fire, heat rocks, talking about things that really matter, you made it to the right place, my friend. This is exactly where you want to be. And listen, I'm silly, I'm all of me, but you guys will actually get to cop the visual now. You get to see, because a lot of times I just used to be, when I started this thing, I just used to be in a room by myself, just like, oh, this is kind of awkward, but I'm just going to start yelling anyway, even though ain't nobody here with me. And now you get to see behind the scenes. You get to see how the sausage is made, so they say, and you get to peep your boy. But I'm super excited for this season. I'm excited for where we're going. I'm excited for the things that we're going to be diving into. Like mental health. Let's talk about it. Like heart health. Like the state of condition of your soul. Like leadership, growth, and development. Like you and the gifts that you have and placing those on the table. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm talking about all that. Let's talk about the things that hold us back. I got a new book. It's in the works, fam. And we're going to talk about that and this concept. There actually was a chapter in my previous book called The Imaginary Standard. If you don't know what that is, I wrote a book. For those who are new to me, welcome. Listen, you family now. So I'm just going to let you know, once you get and you pull up your seat to this table, there's no such thing as a second time guest. You are literally family right now. So I'm going to treat you like family and just say, what up? That's my thing. But I wrote a book. It's called Asleep at the Wheel, Taking Back Control of Your Life. You can find that on Amazon or Audible or anywhere that you like to take in your content books. It's an ebook. It's all the things. But I also literally want to talk about this imaginary standard. And the imaginary standard is the societal pressure to be at a certain place by a certain time. That means you feel like if you are older than age 30 and not married and don't have a significant other and don't have kids and all the things, you feel like a failure. You feel like you're not where you're meant to be. If you literally don't own a home by the time you're 25, if you don't have a degree, if you're doing things at your own pace when you want to do it, you start to question yourself and your own greatness because of the societal standard that really don't even exist. Who told you that you weren't enough? Who told you that something was wrong with you because you ain't where you supposed to be by when you're supposed to be? Who told you that? Because whoever told you that lied, and you can tell them I said it. I ain't hard to find. And now you get to see the demonstrative energy that I bring to the table. And if you're listening and you're an OG listener and you've been rocking, thank you for listening. But if you want to tap in and you want to see me, you want to see it, go check out the YouTube. Literally, you can go and subscribe to that as well. We live, we here, we out here. And so you can listen on your commute if you like you've been doing, or you can watch it. But like I said, whoever told you that something was wrong with you, that you aren't on the exact trajectory and path that's meant for your life, lied to you. And we got to eliminate this pressure to be anything other than who we are, where we are, when we are, because last time I checked, we all got a race to run. But your race is not my race. Your story is not my story. It's gonna all go different. I have an episode on here where I talk about Colonel Sanders. There's also a chapter in the book and his unorthodox path to the top and how he became who he was much later in life. He was an old man when he became a multimillionaire. So is he considered a failure because he didn't get there when society says he should have? No. We're going to talk a lot about that. If you can't tell, I get just a little bit passionate about these things. But ultimately, my goal is the same as it's been since day one, and that is to be a wake-up call to you. To literally shake your shoulders and let you know how valuable you are, how incredible you are, how important you are, how much your life matters. Because my goal for you is simply this. I want you to truly live, not just be alive. And there's so many people who fall into that category. I'm just alive. Ask people how they're doing. I'm living. I'm surviving by a thread. If you are watching me right now and you're hanging on by a thread, you came to the right place. This is no coincidence. If you're listening to this or watching this visually, you're in the right place, family. This place is exactly where you were meant to be. Because you're going to get the reminder that you ain't no AMC zombie. You ain't Walking Dead, fam. You literally have so much to live for if you woke up today in time and not out of time and the heart is beating inside your chest. Literally, blood is rushing through your veins. You are here for a purpose. And sometimes we forget that. I can tell you from experience, it takes these extreme wake-up calls often for us to wake up and realize that life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not just endured. And I want to teach you how to enjoy life by eliminating these societal, unnecessary, imaginary pressures from people that don't even care about you and don't think twice about you and will not celebrate your life after it's over. I had an experience just this week. 2 days ago. You can't even see it, but I got big bruises on my arms from being poked and prodded every which way, taking all this blood. Because I thought, honestly, mask off, transparent, vulnerability, it's a superpower. So many people feel like it makes you weak. It doesn't. I talked about this on my Instagram. Shameless plug. If you want to go holler at your boy on IG, I do respond. I would love for y'all to come shoot your boy a message and we can have a conversation. But I'm at mblackspeaks on Instagram. Also TikTok, if that's your thing, I'm there as well. Also Twitter, mblackspeaks, everywhere you want to be. Or you could go to mblackspeaks.com. I got some free resources there you can check out. And I have some things that you can download, some literally morning meditation and motivation to help you kickstart your day. I'm in all those places. But I was just talking about on Instagram how vulnerability is your superpower. And how it can literally not only set you free, but can save others' lives. So here I am taking the mask off and keeping it real with you because I love you and because you need to understand this is beautiful. Yeah, not just this, not just the smile, you know what I'm saying? Not that. The setup, the studio, this is beautiful. But behind the scenes, things aren't always beautiful. And so literally this week, I had a situation where I started to feel literally pressure pressing down upon my heart. My chest started to hurt. Listen, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've been seeing more and more people just dropping dead, literally from heart attacks, younger people. And I said, you know what? I already decided at the top of the year, this year, my word for the year is health. Everybody got all these words. My word is health. Because health is the new wealth. And I got to literally take care of that in order to sustain the energy that I need to keep pouring into you. But after I made this decision, ironically, my chest starts to feel like it's caving in, pain, as if it's like a sharp stabbing pain. Okay, not too unordinary, disordinary, whatever the word is. Look it up. I'm not Webster. But it wasn't too out of the ordinary to have that type of pain. But what started to get me was when breathing got a little harder. I was like, oh, that's not okay. And then the icing on the cake was when I noticed that I couldn't feel my hands. My hands started going to sleep without me laying on them. It's normal if you're laying on an extremity a certain way to lose blood flow. I was just not sitting in a normal position, hands asleep. Both legs started falling asleep, and then I knew something was wrong. Something is wrong with my blood circulation. I'm having chest pain. And I found myself not 2 days ago, lay in a hospital bed, wires from head to toe, all around my heart, literally hooked up to all these machines, taking all types of blood, testing to make sure that I'm not about to check out of here. Spoiler alert, I did get those results back. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. My ticker is just fine. It's actually in really great condition. I'm grateful for that. Grateful, thankful, and blessed that that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? There's some other things we can talk about, minor things, stress being one of those, and we all have it. And I ain't gonna sit here and pretend as if I don't. So if you've been living under this microscope of the stress and the pressure to not only perform, but to be anything, to be anywhere, to accommodate, to accomplish goals, dreams, the pressure to continue to keep your business and your livelihood afloat in a COVID economy. Yeah, I said it. It's tough out here. And that made me find myself laid up in the hospital bed. And I did take a picture because I'm like, you know what? This is just the beginning of a testimony. I can't wait to tell this story to people. Why? Number one, so I can show them the real, that we all struggle, that we all go through pain, that we all go through situations and circumstances and adversity. But number two, you're not defined by it. And it was a reminder to me that I'm still here. In the words of my guy, my friend, my brother, Mr. Sean C. Johnson, I'm still breathing. And so if I'm still breathing, it's not over. And guess what? You're still breathing too. And so if you're still breathing, it's not over. It's not over for you. Do not allow one bad chapter to determine your outlook on your entire story. Because last time I checked, every epic adventure always had not only mountain high moments, but they had valley lows as well. And this time in this life, you're going to have valley lows. But those are not to break you. You're stronger than you think you are. Think back over your life. Every situation and circumstance you've ever been through, you came out on the other side, and this ain't gonna be no different. You're a soldier. You've been a soldier. You've been overcoming. What's different now? Nothing. You've been here before. And you know what it takes to overcome. So maybe you just found yourself in this place just so I can remind you just how strong you are. Literally, I'm here pouring my whole heart and soul out to you after 2 days ago being laid up half a day in a hospital bed. I'm doing it because I need you to know we're still alive and there's more to accomplish. There's more in front of us. There's greater in front of us than what's behind us. But I heard a quote recently that said, what's behind you and what's in front of you pales in comparison to what's inside of you. And maybe you came here today because you needed a reminder that what's inside of you is greatness. What's inside of you is literally more than you ever dreamed. What's inside of you is the ability to forge a path for yourself and your future generations that no one else could fathom for you. Well, guess what? They can't fathom it because the vision and the dream wasn't given to them, it was given to you. So now I'm charging you, fam. Life is fragile. Life is short. Stop spending it on frivolous sideways energy and things that don't make you and help you get to where you want to go. Instead, it's time for you to believe. If you can't believe in yourself right now, then you need to borrow some of my belief because I believe in you. You got to believe sometimes in somebody else's belief in you until your belief kicks in. And I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. So first, choose to believe. But I'll tell people, all these people want to talk about manifestation. Listen to me. Manifestation is a simple equation. It is belief. Belief is a part of it, but belief alone is not enough. It's a simple equation, and the equation is BAM. Yeah, I said it. BAM. Belief plus action equals manifestation. So you got to believe with your whole heart that the future for you is for you. And if you don't believe it, that's cool. Borrow my belief and believe in my belief in you until your belief kicks in. But the second part of that equation is plus action. You got to be about that action, boss. You got to take steps every single day for the rest of your life, because slow steps are better than no steps. And if you keep taking steps, eventually you're going to manifest the life that you could only dreamed of. So go believe it, go achieve it, go get it, go live it, breathe it, be it, and build the life that you love to live. Because you can. Vitalize. I love y'all. See y'all next week.